Alright, so this is round 7 of Orange Crystal. We have Laurent versus Do. Um, Banjo playing Do, and Chisaku playing Laurent. And it's also Purple Do. Okay, so both of these decks were made by Sauce in the last 5 minutes, I think. So their quality is questionable at best. Um, that's about all I can say. Who knows if there's... And that's Purple Laurent. Okay, that has Lena. If only... And there's Peony 1. The fuck did... What the fuck did you make?
Hello?
What the fuck is this?
Hey man, it's more interesting than any other game that's been played.
True. I mean, some games have been over in like there's been sets that have been over in 20 minutes. There was one that was recorded that was like that. It was actually just
Bro,
depressing.
they call me Do Player 5000. I had to give someone Do.
You know, fair. I just saw Laurent and was like, oh, and then I saw Do and was like, oh god.
Bro,
Well,
I'm telling you though, this game will not take 3
yeah,
hours, I promise.
I'm agreeing with that now. But there's Peony 1 and fucking Elfin.
Oh, Elfin? Let's go. The Do Player high rolled, bro.
And this change sex choice. Okay, so it's a -1 every time they kill. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, bro, do my balls. Anyway, I want to see what happens in the VC that they're in, so...
Oh, you're in there, VC? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright then. See ya.
See ya.
Oh, good god, okay. So this is just pretty much gonna be a punch face everywhere all the time. I'm feeling. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna... Ah, god. God damn it. So, yeah. Dude's a funny one, because you technically don't want a main promo. Well, like, promote, because when cost 1 do kills something, you cause your opponent to go -1. So you generally don't want to promote, because, yeah, you might get technically 30 more defense, and if you flip 1, get 10 more defense. But in doing so, you lose your best strength, which is just being able to control your opponent's hand no matter what. I just don't know enough to say anything on these. And yeah. Send one blue card from your hand to your... So they have bad mage emblem once per turn, and flip 1 plus 20. I guess the mage emblem isn't that bad, just because cycling all the time. But it's also not that great. And Henry, okay. Now I see the game plan for that deck, and there we go. There's the air quotes promo for Do, because you can tap Reese to give Do plus 30. So I'm guessing the general idea behind it was that you were supposed to Reese to 60 and then shank their main character. Because, well, you'll always be able to hit. And there is Unifier Leaf in this as well. And the Sharina that lets you Peony twice. Okay, so once again, another card that just combos with making Do able to hit. Because, yeah, it just gets you double use of Peony, so you can take your 30 base plus into a 70 base and just start swinging. So, yeah, the entire idea of this deck seems to be just buffing Do so you can swing more. Or actually hit with your swings. And cause more and more discards. One sec, I forgot to add something. To something, so need to set this to 11, 15, up. Alright, there we go. Sorry. And another Lilina. Okay, so it's Lilina Canas of purple and Henry. So it's just mages, blue, purple, and things that buff do. And purple. Whew. Funnily enough, I would say Leaf is almost just a beat stick. At minimum, just because with Do causing your opponent to dodge quite often, the double break can happen at inopportune times. Alright, so flip one blue plus 20 to hopefully be able to kill, and yep, they are able to kill it. And they got a Keyed Emblem off of their Henry hit. 50, 60, 70, and it also does hit. Wait, of course it does, it's Do's a 30. Alright, there we go. We got Reese for that nice plus 30, and Peony for a flip one dancer. So yeah, trying to shank Chisaku to make them have to discard 2. And they also have the Larce crit to be able to do that. To like very much threaten. we got a funny save thing, so.
Hello, there was a disconnect. The room is rehosted.
Okay, cool. I mean, I have tournament chat open somewhere else, I thought, but apparently not. Yeah. Apparently not this time. There we go. And they're gone.
Are you ready? Wow.
Alright. So yeah, the peony dance into do it swing again, causing more dodges / discards. So that means Laurent should have to deal with Reese very quickly. Of course, they can always class change Henry again and cause the do to also go -2. Which might be the best idea. Honestly, I got no idea in these things. Just because the getting rid of the +30 on their Do's turn would be very great. Because it pretty much reduces Do's effectiveness to be able to hit you almost completely. Canos. Okay. Are you trying to hide behind the Canos? I mean, they can technically stack a Laurent and Lilina and then swing with Canos into Reese to heal the Laurent, and then can get Laurent and Henry to swing face, or do something along the lines of this. This also works. Yep, swinging the Reese like I thought, just healing a Canos dodge instead of a Laurent dodge. We'll see how effective that is, because if they don't kill Peony here, the Peony is obviously a threat because of the dance. At the same time, if they don't get Laurent out of danger, Laurent can always just have a few other untaps. Obviously, because Larce is already, as a bond, is a threat. So the attack value of Do's one of Do's swings doesn't matter. They can just cause the discard. They're just not really going to be swinging at Canos because they know the Canos dodge is there. And once again, going with the Sharina, there is no Plumeria, which is a shame. Okay, so they are going to try and clear the Canos. This should burn the cost 1 dodge no matter what. And then if they do dodge, you can just get Laurent to clean up, or Do to clean up. But if they don't dodge, so you now have Do go into face, because that is your only option. And they selfed. This is Larce crit angle, if they want to. They do not. Actually, would Larce crit even hit? Because he did self-complete. No, Larce crit would not hit. They needed at least 10 support for that. Alright, Canos class change, a good choice here. I thought, yeah, they only healed the cost 1, meaning they had the 4/3 in their hand the entire time. This also triggering Henry discard, also a very good thing to do. And we're getting the Lilina stack into the other Lilina. I don't know how I feel about that, but, you know, it works well enough. Do seemingly not having the offensive pressure they need. And that is another 2 hits to the do. Oh, they got their buff back. Do they have a way of dancing? I just realized. Do 1 is the main promo for this deck. I hate that. Alright, well, anyway, they got a hit there on Laurent. They got their buff, so they are 60 on defense. Are they going to blow up Reese? No. Oh, yeah, there they are. For Nils, okay. So they got a plus 30 next turn. And they are 60 on defense. They are safer from both Henry and Laurent attacks. So Banjo could live this turn. Just depending on how supports line up and all of that. But who knows? Let's see what the Laurent has to be able to pressure the do more. They're probably obviously going to just... My thinking is they're just going to deploy the Lena that they healed and just Canos again for another draw 1. And just keep hoping that the do doesn't have dodges. They have bonded 2 do's, so the chances of them having another dodge is quite low. And there's the Lena on board. Which is this Lena? Set 5. Oh. Kills Dragonstones for discarding Lena's. Not helpful. And when you Mage Emblem, flip 1, draw a card. Okay, that's not bad. That actually combos well with Laurent. Makes her just a flip 1, draw 1, but not the greatest thing you need. Alright, there we go. We got the dodge. So they were going for a Laurent dodge this time. Okay, Chisaku or Banjo accidentally adding those to hand. Perfectly fine. Alright, we got a Mage Emblem. Into that. Flip 1, draw 1. Can the do live these next 2 swings? That's the big question. If sadly the Henry is not leveled up here, otherwise you would have rather got the Henry to do his things rather than the Lena. But should work out fine in the end. Hopefully. Alright. That is a self-support. They do have the dodge. Do they have a second dodge for the Laurent? They do not. Yeah, looking at this situation, what was in their hand, they were always dead. There's no way that you get Leaf out and it's a strong enough pressure play. They've switched decks. Alright. Not sure why they switched, but, you know, it happens. All things considered, Laurent having Mage Emblem on hit isn't that bad. It's actually quite good. Especially compared to his set 4 cost one. Alright. So Laurent once again putting on early pressure, getting the Darkness Emblem turn 1. That is absolutely devastating to certain decks. And Dew seems like not one that generates too much card advantage, so not the greatest for it. Into a keep that actually works into a self. Oof. Alright, we got Elfin again. Wait, did it do self? Oh, do did self. Can't even kill Noe effectively. That's painful. Like, extremely painful. Also, Elfin not being a defensive +10 also makes it not great. It's pretty much just a way to be able to kill low costs that are in the backline, so it seems to be your main backline access. So putting it on turn 2 doesn't feel that great in my opinion, because that means that, well, Laurent is just going to attack it. Exactly like this. But it seems Laurent has Mistbane promo as well here, which, I mean, is good for Dew. But as soon as these Manicheats turn on, it's going to be rough for Dew to keep up again. It just seems to be, in my opinion, that the Laurent deck is just slightly better. Nils being decently hard to kill will very much help that. You need to swing against him twice to actually just get a chance at killing him, while he makes Dew able to constantly hit Laurent. Alright, Canos. Probably your best turn 4 play because it can start you drawing cards as soon as you start stacking Lilinas. Alright. Alright, so they really want the Henry cost 1, so they're guaranteed it with these stacks, because they can just flip the Lilina purple bond that they had. Oh, never mind, it was Darkness Emblem first? Not a huge fan of that, but you know, it happens. Really putting on the pressure onto the Do now, which is also not a great situation to be in. Do really needs to somehow just not get hit as much, which is very difficult considering you're a 30 base. With Nils and with like I say, you have enough pressure, offensive pressure, but you have nothing defensively. You pretty much need Reese just to survive the Laurent and the Gnaw, but then Knaus is still hitting you. And Reese is not the most consistent thing because, well, it's just not. It's a 40 base in the back line. It can get killed by pretty much anything. Alright. So the Seliph and Leafs, are they likely there for the untap loop that you can do? Banjo's hand must be pretty bad if they're not deploying anything, though. Like, yeah, Chisaku is now getting rid of Laurent because they're not helpful enough in hand. So dodges are the least of their concern. Okay, they did get Laurent main promo, though. So... And Noe. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely just all swing face and pretty much just win the game. Like, there's nothing Do can do in this situation. There we go. So this ordering makes sense if you're going to hit the... If you're not planning on flipping one to draw. Okay, they are. So they're healing the Knaus dodge / crit. I thought they would have just kept it around so that they could try and Darkness Emblem. But apparently not. I don't overly know how I feel about it, but it seems to be working out fine. And there they go. So far Laurent is just the better deck.
Good game. Good game.
Oh, unless they switched hosts and I just didn't notice it? No, because when they hit new game, they... Right, autosave sometimes flip your spots, so when you hit new game, it reverts your spots to normal. So that's probably what happened, and... Yeah. Yeah, that is what happened. Laurent just absolutely stomped Do.